Alright, check one, check one. Test, test, test. See, the mic is hot. Should be good. Let me see if I can get the Ableton going. Check, check, check. Just trying to get the levels right. Check, 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 check. Alright. Let's hop into it today. I'm just going to do a quick little session and hopefully get some arrangement going. I don't know what song I'm going to use to reference that, but I had this one to start at the very beginning when I was looking at just the actual production side of it, but then I kind of went off of something completely different, so I'm liking the overall ideas here. I just gotta pick and choose what the strongest 1, 2, 3 are of each, you know, when it comes down to the leads, the arp, the chords. The chords are pretty smack on, so I like those. And then the bass line, although it's a bit basic at the moment, just kind of rolling 16ths with a little bit of a, I don't know, accent B. We'll see how it rocks out. I don't know. Let's hop into it though, right? Let's see what we have from yesterday. And then this is whatever the start of it was yesterday. I think it was just chords. Did I have something going? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that arp now. I had it at a good spot yesterday, but then I kind of just kept playing with it. I do like this Atmos. If I can tame this one in, this could be really sick. The chords aren't even playing there, just the more experimental atmosphere ones. Then maybe if I can do this lead, it's just not as in the face with it, where it's just constant. I don't know. Okay. take a song. I don't know, what kind of gives me this vibe? We'll go with this one. Just gotta do a quick Google on what this BPM actually is. 1.5 Joseph Ray, insane track. One of my favorites for sure. 124. Okay. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike in the first week of this channel being this channel going, right? So we're looking at back over. There we go. Okay, so kind of just gonna feel it out. Gonna try not to listen to it too much, so I don't know, YouTube doesn't pick it up. Still not sure on how that works, but basically, you know, this is gonna be some sort of intro, atmospheric intro, and then we go drop 1, drop 2. See you later with that one. And honestly, we'll get there when that happens. Don't know who's in here right now, but hope you're doing well, whether it's your, you know, your day or your night. Okay. Let's throw this filter off, right? Get a little bit of a single pluck going, or just some really atmospheric sound for the lead group. Yeesh, that energy level. We're gonna figure this one out. Turn this fan off real quick too. Cut this one over and just kind of did like a boom, boom, boom quarter note the entire time. definitely got different chords going on here. What the fuck? With these guys. That's funny. Build here possibly. Hey, what's up, the cool medium? How's it going? Forewarning too. Sorry if I don't see your messages come in, or it's coming a little bit late. I think there's like a 20-second delay on the stream at the moment. Not too sure how to fix that, but we're rocking with it. A little bit of texture here at some point too. For the Atmos, honestly. Yeah, the camel case. One of my favorite artists, Resident. He he did it on one of his production streams probably about a year or two ago, and for some reason, man, I really stuck to it. For me, it's for some reason feels organized, and I can see kind of everything pretty clearly. And I'll throw whatever the name is first, and then we'll go lead two. This I just copied over, but Atmos 1, Atmos 2, Atmos 3, etc. And then the Atmos group having everything together. So, yeah. You're the first one to bring that up, actually, so never really thought about it. Definitely a different one. And then I like using the emoji or some sort of emoji on my kick, so whenever I'm looking for, what would you call it? Like, let's say I wanted to throw a little bit of, a sidechain on here, I could just find it really simply by just finding something that is a different color. So usually anything that's super important, I'll just kind of throw an emoji on. But yeah, definitely getting the differences with all of that. Then the references up here too, just kind of got them key mapped to, like, let's say if I have this track I'm doing for arrangement referencing, and this one could be some sort of different one later on, but I use that and that for the keys, just to hotkey it. Oh crap, did I have MTPD? There we go. Smooth out. Vocal. Right on. I have enjoyed using emojis before on the live session view scene triggers. Oh, that's pretty sick. I actually I haven't had too much experience with using this scene. I actually just got a really sweet deal on an Ableton Push 2 on Facebook Marketplace this Black Friday. I found some guy from the Boston area. I'm actually from South Jersey, and I was just looking over there. Nothing down here too much for music, but I saw something on there, and what's it called? Found it for, I think it was like $300-400 case and all, and it was it's been working perfectly. So I definitely want to get a little bit of work in on that too. Enjoying my YouTube home, dropping me into random streams like this recently. Oh, that's sick, man. Yeah, thank you. I just started my little elevator pitch. I from South Jersey. Went to school in Tampa and just been producing for about 6 or 7 years. And yeah, just started doing some live streaming too. The internet is the biggest opponent at the moment, but outside of that, I do live sets too on the beaches near me. If you ever wanted to check out the channel too, I do like 30-minute streams with my dog. He's the actual star of this channel. His name's Chase. He yeah, we just go out to the beaches, do little sunset sets, kind of like that those like COVID sets that people did in 2020, 2021, just in those remote places. I definitely love that vibe, so kind of going for stuff similar. But thank you, Medium. Really appreciate that. Tonight, not going to be on too long, but just doing a little bit of arrangement stuff and trying to flesh this idea out that I had yesterday. I did like a hour-and-a-half production session of all this, like calling this like the color palette, and then just taking all the nice colors and kind of bringing them over here. Could do something pretty cool with this down the line. Got the macro on here. Where's this going to? Envelope. Okay, the decay. Throw this one on the rate. I really want to flesh out this idea. I've always been interested in using something when it comes to kind of like the electric style of, I don't know what you would even describe this sound as, just the old school organ. But something with that, and then I really should be using, I just grabbed this new sequencer by Mario Nieto called Harmony Bloom. This thing is a beast, my friend. If you're ever looking for something, I think it's a solo developer. He just did a Black Friday deal. And it's an insane harmonic sequencer. So you pull up the VST3 version. I like that Ableton just kind of brought out the new, the little, what would you call that? I guess the emoji in a way for the VSTs to see the different ones, like the VST2 verse 3 and stuff. But yeah, yeah, if you just wanted to check this out for a second. So basically, I think it's like less than $20 too. It's a harmonic sequencer that you can kind of, you know, lock down in any specific key, and they have every sort of type of mode that you could think of, and then they even have, you know, some scales and everything too, and then you can just really randomize it all. Such a cool thing. Let me see if I can do a little bit of a, I like using it for ambience, kind of just really throwing it into the back. I'm trying to figure out, I'm kind of just using the tip of the iceberg at the moment with it, but let's see if I can pull out a serum. And then we'll go, actually no, this will be Bloom. I'll just throw this on in the background. Don't want to blast the ears though, so we're going to drop that down a bit. I always figure out the configuration for setting it through the ins and the outs. I definitely have a session that I just did a couple days ago. Yeet. See, you have it here. Was this the one I did it on? ARP group. Bloom pad. Yeah, we'll throw this on the bottom. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, so for future reference, we're going to throw whatever noise that we have on here. We're going to put that on the in. Throw that to Bloom, the thing that's receiving it. This is going to stay the same, essentially. And then we're going to put this to in and then Harmony Bloom here, too. Okay, cool. So, yeah. So, I just pretty much have a wavetable kind of saw square patch here. That's a little LFO. Or, yeah, just on the filter. And then, this was from a different project, but you can just go into Bloom. Basically, each of these are just small notes, and then all of these notes here are the timings of them essentially going off. And then if I just press the randomize here, so the track I was working with is an F minor, so I'm in E minor for here. Even that sounds really cool. Whew. Some really solid atmosphere right out the gate. That little LFO is just bringing it in and out. It's like really cool things. Like you can save specific ones. So if I just want to go to something else, so let's say I like this, I'm gonna save this. Boom, and I just want to. You can get really intricate with it, and honestly, I have not taken too much time with really going into it. My preference is just to use like really small amounts of notes. You can change the loop length. Let me take off all the reverb and stuff from it so we can actually get a little bit of a... Hell yeah. Some really good polyrhythmic stuff too, I think you could get out of this if you just wanted to, like, let's say take this one off, take this one off. Only hitting that one. Throw these all in too. And you can customize the colors and everything, man. It is insane. And then if I just want to go back to what we had originally over here. The Wait Me in the Forest. Throw that vintage verb back on. Hell yeah. This one essentially doesn't matter. I'll actually drag that one all the way up to the Atmos. There's probably a lot going on with it that I don't need, but just make these a separate color. Where were we? Let's get this art tamed in a bit. Where's that bloom at? Okay. Just throw that deep down further now. Do I already have a reverb on here? No. Yeah, no, thank you. This would be a cool, nice ramp up right here. Throw this guy in. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. That high kind of feels a bit off. The one thing I see, or I recognize, and I know it with my productions, is that I'll want to do arrangement, but then I'll just finagle with all of the melodic stuff for so long. And then as you can see with my drums, I will just throw in some loops. I did a little bit here with the 8s. Just kind of threw in some stuff into a drum rack, and then I just threw on some of these enhancers that I kind of created over time, and just, it's usually a nice, easy, like, here you go. But yeah. Gonna make this quick stream and not so quick one, eh? And kill this for now. Actually, no, let's keep that on. But I want to take you guys. Have you used the new transform and generate sections in the Live 12 piano roll? Honestly, I don't think I have. I've played around with the strum, if that's what you're talking about, but I have not touched a lot of the 12.1 stuff, or even a lot of the new 12. If you have any suggestions, man, please feel free. I usually use the strum just to get a little bit of a, you know, the authenticness when it comes to playing the piano, try to get some natural randomness going there. But outside of that, I don't know. What is there to offer here? We'll call this cool medium. I cannot type medium. There we go. get a regular piano going in here too, right? Whoops. Whoa. Flam. Ornament. Okay, arpeggiate and stuff too. Holy crap. Wasn't expecting that. Hell yeah. Okay. What if I did like, holy. I like the more playful ones, like the MIDI plugin you opened. But those generators are more for like painting out specific random or pattern notes onto the piano roll. Okay, cool. So would you say, I guess, this right here, the arpeggiate, the generator, to kind of get all these random little, I guess, you know, arpeggiated one notes all throughout? Like the more playful ones, like the MIDI plugin you opened. The MIDI plugin, is that the Harmony Bloom that you're referencing to? Because, yeah, that's one of my favorites at the moment. And then, yeah, these generators, I could definitely see how just playing around with this, I mean, it's a whole new rabbit hole, right? Let me just undo these. MPE2. Spanish on Time Warp. What the heck? Is this like a Paul 4X type thing? Whoa. I see. Okay. So you're just taking from whatever bar and then you're just multiplying or lessening the actual speed of it. That is insane. What if I just go like... Okay, not like insane amounts, but... You have different, I guess, little presets too. Hell yeah. Circle was already tweak. Here, I'll type in Harmony Bloom by Mario Nieto. Yeah, that plugin is... I know I keep saying it, but it's just an overall beast, man. The things you can do with it, because you could probably use it in a more aggressive manner and have it be the lead arpeggio to your track, or in my brief experience with it over the past couple weeks, just kind of creating something, even using the chromatic, so you have notes that are not aligning in whatever key you're in, just to have a very natural atmosphere, and then just, you know, wash it out, throw some delay on it, just to make it as wet possibly as you can, and you can make some really sick grooves with it. Generator ones are more like scientific tools to manipulate the notes you see in the roll. I didn't connect as much musically right away to them. Okay, yeah. I can definitely see how these are a bit more... I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, just the sciencey aspect, as Ableton usually does with their own plugins and stuff too. Honestly, it took me a while to even get the, you know, the matrix in Wavetable or anything like that too. I'm still wrapping my head around half the stuff Ableton puts out, but it's seriously a beast. Do you usually use Ableton for your main productions? Or, I know we had somebody in here, I think 2 days ago, that was a Bitwig person, and I have not met anybody that has used Bitwig just in my time, only through, you know, YouTube videos and stuff, so... And what kind of music do you make? Okay, yeah, Logic and Live. I was pretty similar. Um, Not with the 50/50. I would say I probably started with Logic back in 2017, 2018 for about, yeah, a year and a half or so. And then one of my buddies, when I went to college in Tampa, he showed me Ableton one day, and just it works for the mind, if that makes sense. Just the boxes and boxes and boxes, if you will, when it comes to grouping stuff. Even just having the simplicity of the sidebar over here. Maybe not the simplicity, right? Like we were talking about the scientific portion of what Ableton puts out, but just even being able to have all the sessions that I've gone through over the past, year and a half or so on here, and then I recently moved over to this laptop that I have. So a lot of the stuff from 2023 previous is not on here, but just, yeah, all the stuff, being able to grab it whenever, like the bloom that I just did down here, because I do not remember the configurations. It's so sick. Would you say you're a like a house and techno advocate, or do you kind of do stuff all over the place? Okay. Oops. Should be a bit more clean, right? Maybe just knock down this first one. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. This is where we can throw in the 16s probably. The recent Abletons are amazing, but I love where Logic ended up too. I use that for more for mixing and fine editing and automation of audio tracks or mixing band recordings. Okay, yeah. I've definitely seen how, I would say, you know, the meta when it comes to different DAWs. I would definitely say Logic seems to be a bit more of the whole collaborative band type of atmosphere. I really don't know. I really only used that when I was doing some very minimal deep house type of stuff. That's sweet. I definitely still have it somewhere on my old laptop, but I know sometimes too I'll see random videos where, yeah, people will do an Ableton session, throw it into Logic or something like that. I really don't know why, but oh, I guess like you said, the fine editing and automation. Would you say that's better overall in Logic? Like you can do a bit more in terms of the nitty gritty? Or is that just, I mean, I guess maybe that's what you started with and you're attuned to it. The push one, man. I was looking at those too. I saw some on Marketplace for 80, 100. It's awesome that they still support that. I was looking at the Push 3. They had that 25% sale through Ableton and stuff, but still, it's too much. And at the moment, I'm not doing too much mobile work, so I'm not bringing a Push out to wherever I'm going and creating right then and there. You know, I would only get it if I was going to get the battery unit. So this Push 2 right here is perfect. Bum. Bum. Full drum it there, possibly. Where were we? Right here, yep. Used to bounce Ableton stems to Logic, okay, to treat them. But I got used to the sounds out of Live after a while. Love them equally now. Got you. Yeah, personally, I don't think I ever really got to that point. It was more so Logic was the, I don't want to say like my beginner mode, but, you know, the levels to it, I would say the depth of production was not there for me in comparison to what it's gotten to with Ableton. I still have a couple of my very first tracks. I know I had my very first when I was sailing the seas, and I had a what's it called, FL thing on my. This was pre Apple II. I think I had an Asus at the time, and man, the places we'll go, but the places we've been, right? It's always a great thing to look back at what we've created and,
even 6 months from here, a year from here, 5 years from here. I mean, crap, you've been making music for at least 10 years that I know of, so that's it's really cool to watch ourselves develop in that manner and kind of see not even just the what would you call it, the developmental, the frontal lobe finally developing or becoming something, but just the also sound and all that aspect too, because I would say back in 2017, 2018, I was very adamant on doing a lot more, maybe the trendy stuff, the bass house, the tech house, the more in-your-face genres, and more recently I've definitely gone to more of the Anjuna beats, Anjuna deep styles too, even some of the ambient stuff off their Reflections label. Anjuna everything for me, to be honest. Definitely one of my favorite electronic music sounds and just labels overall, what they've done. I don't know if you've listened to anything from them, but Above and Beyond, the trio formed it, I think, probably 2 decades ago, or somewhere around there, and then the Anjuna Deep label came on as a sister label by one of their managers, I believe. And yeah, they actually had their, they do like a weekly radio show, kind of like Armin or some of the big, Tiesto has his as well, but they just had their 600th radio show, which is they do a little festival, I'd like to call it, every 100 weeks, and they just had that in Mexico City, I believe. Very chill stuff. I think I could definitely shorten up this break to build. Don't have to follow it exactly here. Yeah, kill off 16, right? Just don't want to delete anything that is kind of a one-off here. What is it? Command Shift X? Okay. Command Shift X? There we go. Okay. I always use the Command I hotkey, but not the to insert time. One thing I've realized too is to not do too much automation when it comes to. I usually use that as a post arrangement workflow or a session to do, because when I am building something out and let's say I really wanted to go in and filter out this lead here, anything that I would have deleted if I didn't have this lock on would just be sent all out of whack, and anything else. Let's just decimate this thing. Not in love with that. Shakers could also do something. Throw this back in here. Wrong chord. Wrong chord. Where are we at? Right here? Yep. Alright, I'm probably gonna go for a few more minutes and then start logging off for the night. Definitely have work in 6 hours, so. But we got a good, got a solid idea of an arrangement tonight. I'll definitely look through this a bit more on my lunch break or something and then come back in tomorrow. Good to see about this third drop idea. Might have to think of a... I don't know. Let's see what this one is. This is when I had a full out... I don't want to call it big room, but... You know, loud style progressive trance or something like that. Let's see what this is. Alright, same thing. We'll just clean it up a bit, right? Okay, don't need that. What are you? Same thing. Don't need you. What about you? Oh! Where have you been hiding, my friend? ARP idea 2. ARP idea 1. Change you to pink. Throw you up top. Thank you for hanging out, though, Medium. It was definitely a good time. Definitely starting up, but, you know, would love for you to check out some more, man. Subscribe, do whatever, and then definitely going to try to get a little bit of a schedule going with this. I'm thinking of, at the moment, I'm working 4 days a week, off 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so can definitely figure out something with that. Thank you so much, man. Just got that in. Sorry for the delay, too. But, yeah. Just gonna keep the vibes as high as they can. You know what I mean? We'll do some other stuff, too, in the meantime. I know we have this track, but maybe do some more music production, some mixing, too. If you want to check out those live sets as well. Pretty relaxing. You can kind of get more of an idea of my sound. Maybe, you can see on Instagram, too, some of the things I've done, but... Yeah, definitely focusing in on the YouTubes. So, really appreciate it. But yeah, I think that'll leave it out for tonight. Good work. What are we looking at? 1:56? Yeah. Time that out. All right, brother. Thank you so much for coming out. I will see you later. Peace.